In this segment, I'm going to be showing you how to make this sunflower topiary using floral foam. I'll show you how it's done and why it needs the floral foam. Put this off to the side. I have a beautiful ceramic waterproof container. It's nice to pick up the warm colors of the sunflowers. That's why I chose this. Now we need to put the floral foam in it. I have soaked this already. I've got a half a block. I'll show you how to cut it. So you can have a guideline by just putting it on top and giving it a little press, and that'll show you where to cut. So we can cut that off, cut the corners off, just like that. So now you know that's good, right? But because the vessel goes down, we need to take off the bottom. Don't want it too loose. That's perfect. It's going to go in nicely. But before we do that, I need to cut a hole in the middle. And that's where the stem of the topiary will be placed. So just take your knife and just go like that around in a circle to make your stem, your hole for your stem. And go upside down. And just right back in the middle, do the same thing. And then just take this and push. And then you've got your stem. Don't make your hole too large because then your topiary will wiggle. So we're ready to go for that. Put that in there, push it down to about the height of the container. A little bit lower is fine too. And then I've got water here with the food already mixed in, and fill your container with water. Okay. Now to make the topiary, I've got these gorgeous sunflowers already cleaned. Remove the leaves, you don't want those in the way. And just start gathering them up. If you get ones that are bent like that, it's perfect for the side work. So use your straighter stems to start you off. You want to start off with 3. So pick the straightest stems for your first 3. Let's see if I find a better one here. No? I think that one was good. Okay, so we got our 3, just holding it. You don't necessarily have to spiral for this. You want to hold up high. Now the bent ones, you can start adding. So in between this gap, you want another sunflower because we don't want to have too many gaps. So spin, put another one. The bent ones are perfect because it's bringing the ball shape to it. Just adjust. That one's popping down, just give it a little lift. Turn. And then make sure you've got no gaps. You can fit one more if you feel you need to. That's perfect. That's giving me a nice ball. So we want to tie those together. You can use raffia. I've got this 1/4-inch green strapping tape I like to use. So I'm just going to cut a piece off. Hold it with, I don't know if you can see that, with your finger, and just go around the top as high as you can go to hold all your sunflowers together. And stick it down. We'll be tying it again with ribbon, but you need to have first a tie. See, that's holding it, and then you can pull these down and create a nice stem. So get your container, and now it's your choice what length you'd like. You can do beautiful tall ones. I like squatty ones, depending on what you want it for. If it's for a garden party, you might want them lower and fatter. Tall ones, it's nice too because you've got the visual. It's not blocking people if you have a big crowd around the table. So whatever you like, choose your length, then cut. Cut a nice even, hold on, and that goes in the center of the foam. That's why you need the foam for your structure to hold this from wiggling. And the foam doesn't go all the way down, which is perfect also. because it's got nice water for the sunflowers to drink. Just make sure you water it every day. So wiggle that in. There you go. Push it all the way down. Perfect. That looks great. Now, if you happen to make your hole too big and it's flopping around, you can use your cut-offs of foam to put in and just break off. It'll hold it. Or even just cut-offs of the stem just to build it up so it's not wiggly. Now we want to finish it off. I'm going to add, you can do all kinds of different techniques to the bottom. Also the stem, you want a little something. I've got a couple of stems of ivy. Just cut your end, put it into the middle, and twist it around your stem all the way up to the top. Open up a flower and just wiggle that in so it's not going to fly away. That creates a nice look to the stem. I'm going to put this in, give it a nice cut. The Annabelle hydrangeas. This will be my base, just to give it a bed. You can do just greenery, all kinds of things. If you have leftover short little flowers from something else, that looks nice around the bottom. Just guide it in, inch by inch, down into the foam. Don't try to push from the top, it'll break. So in it goes. 3 works perfectly. Guide it down. That looks great. If you'd like, you can put a little bit of boxwood around the edge. That's what I've also done in that one. I love just little clumps of boxwood. It's so gardeny, kind of English topiary, which goes with the sunflowers. And that's just going to add the finishing touch. Then we need to put a little bow, give it a splash of color. So I've got a pre-cut piece here. So what you want to do is go up to the top where we did the tape, center off your ribbon. Just tie one little tie up at the heads and just make a 2-loop bow, like a shoelace. I like long stems also because it just looks pretty and flowy. It's great for a summer party. You can do one color, you can add a splash of orange if you like. Whatever your theme is, you can put the color. But I just love working with sunflowers when they're in season. It just puts a smile on everybody's face.